All right, today we are talking about the Northern Renaissance. What makes the Northern Renaissance so important is that many people in the Italian Renaissance escaped Italy and headed north to countries like France, Germany, and England in order to continue creating their art and spreading their ideas. One of the most important things with the North is trade, and a very important part of the trade was this thing called the Hanseatic League. This league was created by a bunch of wealthy merchants and countries who came together in order to help promote and protect trade in their area. And we'll show you on the map right here. Here's Italy. Italy controlled this entire area of the Mediterranean Sea. They're very wealthy and had a lot of trade. When the Renaissance people escaped Italy, they went to countries like France, Germany, and England here. After a while, all these countries up here got together and created the Hanseatic League, and they controlled trade here in the North Sea and trade here in the Baltic Sea. Some of the most important people or ideas in the Northern Renaissance really helped to change the world. And the first person we're going to talk about that helped to do that was this guy, Johannes Gutenberg. Now here's your catchphrase for the video. When you think Gutenberg, think printing. This guy right here, he developed what is known as the printing press. This printing press allowed people to create books faster and cheaper. Without it, we wouldn't have the modern printing we have today. And because more books were made, more people could get a hold of them and learn how to read. This was very important. Right here we have a picture of Mr. Gutenberg and his printing press. He would have put that paper right here and then stamped down the letters of the words to create whatever book or pamphlet he needed. The next person we're going to talk about is Desiderius Erasmus. Here is a picture of Mr. Desiderius Erasmus. This guy mixed Christian ideas with humanist ideas. And when you think of humanism, think of these people not relying on God to explain everything. Instead, they're saying, well, maybe it's more humans and more science. So he wanted to mix basically science and Christian ideas together. Unfortunately, the church didn't like this, so they condemned him. The next person we're going to talk about is William Shakespeare. Mr. Shakespeare is very important. He is one of the most well-known playwrights of the Renaissance and even till today. He's made many famous works such as Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, and even Macbeth. In his plays and writings that he created, he didn't focus on religion. He focused more on people and their flaws, what made people unique and different. And here is a picture of William Shakespeare. The last person we're going to talk about is Christine de Pizan. Christine de Pizan was a female writer, and during the Renaissance, this was really different. Most of these writers were men, so a female writer was almost unheard of at that time. One of her most famous books was The City of Women. She wrote all her books to give advice to women and to tell the role of women in Renaissance society. Here is a picture of Christina. To wrap up this video, we're going to compare and contrast the Italian Renaissance with the Northern Renaissance. Remember, with the Italian Renaissance, they focused more on Greek and Roman gods. They used mythological scenes in their paintings. So maybe they'll have a painting with Zeus and Hercules and whoever in their paintings. Now, the Northern Renaissance was different because they wanted to be more realistic. They tried to show people as who they were. They painted pictures of everyday life because they wanted to show the beauty of just regular, normal people. And that is it for the Northern Renaissance.